Hey everyone, welcome to a little segment I like to call Motivation Monday. You guys ready? Well, let's get to it. Hey everyone, welcome to another Motivational Monday. So today I want to talk about mindset and how you can change your mindset. A lot of the times, we grow up in a mindset that we're given by either our school system or our parents or our friends, because we're influential creatures and we learn different ways of thinking through ourselves and others. And so today I want to give you some tips on how you can change your mindset and realize that maybe that is what you need to change and not just a skill set or something else in your life. Because a lot of people are having trouble with getting through mental blocks and other things in life. So the first step I want to tell you that goes into that is accepting that your thinking needs adjusting. And we've all had goals and dreams that didn't unfold the way we wanted or expected them to. And when this happens repeatedly, we start to think that there needs to be a change. And sometimes we change other aspects in our life and not our mindset, when actually the mindset that we have is what needs to change. And that's what will allow us to realize that why we're hitting those mental blocks and roadblocks is because of our mindset and the way we're thinking. So sometimes with those roadblocks and mental blocks, we need to, the second step, identify the counter mindsets. So like self-doubt or limiting beliefs and other negative thoughts that will get into your thinking and your mind that will cause you to have that self-doubt or bring yourself down because of your failures or whatever it is. We have around 65,000 thoughts a day that go through our mind, and a lot of these are what they call automatic negative thoughts. And so some of us aren't even aware that they're happening. So if you pay more attention to yourself and you realize that this is happening, you can kind of identify these counter mindsets and try to correct them. And so with the third step, this is where doing a simple exercise of flipping the switch will help you get out of those automatic negative mindsets and thoughts. And so like one example is, I know for myself, I'm not exactly in the greatest of shape. I ain't got no six pack or, big muscles or anything like that. So, sometimes I could go look in the mirror and be like, I'm a little chubby, or I'm not as physique as most people. And one of the things you can do is flip that switch and tell yourself, you look good today, or your hair looks good today, or man, you're really starting to lose a little bit of weight here, I notice. Talk to yourself and give yourself that positive reinforcement, because it's so easy to be negative with everything. And I think a lot of people just find it easier to be negative because it's easier to beat yourself up rather than try to praise yourself. So I think if you can identify those markers and those negative thoughts and flip the switch to being positive, that can greatly improve your mindset and help you with even just all your other automatic negative thoughts. Another tip or another thing to help you with is to realize that motivation and willpower are not enough. I know it's great to be motivated, it's great to have willpower, but you have to realize that eventually you're going to run out of willpower. And it happens to everyone. It even happens to the successful people. As you burn through your willpower and you're trying to power through things and trying to get things done, think of it like when you go on a diet, when you start a new lifestyle change of changing the way you eat. For like the first week, you're really gung-ho, you start eating a lot better, and then Saturday comes and you go out with your friends and you have a little bit of some cheat meal or whatever, and then Monday comes around and it's even harder for you to get back on it again. And then you push through it, you willpower through it, and you go through another week of it. And by the end of that second week, you're starting to get more and more, oh man, I really want to go have some pizza, or I want to have some other thing. And your willpower starts to come down and down and down. It depletes eventually and goes back to nothing. Same with going to the gym or doing other things like those activities. Eventually you're going to run out of that willpower. And that's where motivation kind of comes in to kind of kick it up and help your willpower keep going. But eventually you're going to have to realize that, you're going to fail every once in a while. Things are going to happen and you're going to stumble. But the thing you have to realize is that you have to pick yourself back up and get back up on it and keep going again. The successful people in life, they've stumbled, they've failed, they've excuse me, they've had their ups and downs of not having any willpower, not wanting to get up and go do whatever it is that they have to do. Even if it is their passion, everyone eventually gets to a point where they become very complacent. And you have to realize that eventually you're going to hit that point. I think that's where you take like a break for like, a day or whatever. So like, for example, if you're dieting for a week, this is something that I like to do is we'll eat healthy for, 6 days. And then on the 7th day, I'll have what is like a cheat meal or something, to kind of satisfy a craving. And then I get right back on it. So you have to realize that nothing is going to be 100% willpower driven. You have to get back up on the horse once you've stumbled. And I want to talk about that a little bit more in a later step. But moving on to a step that can help with that is start small so you can finish big. And what I mean by that is, have a small goal every day that you want to accomplish. I know some people are kind of against this, but some people are actually for this. And what you can do is, say you have a fitness goal. So every morning when you wake up, do one push-up. One push-up every day. That will help you feel like you've accomplished something. And if you do that first thing in the morning, that will put you into a positive mindset of, hey, I completed that one goal that I have for the day. What else can I accomplish today? What else can I drive forward and get more and more done? And that's where that motivation comes in, to kind of refill that willpower tank. So, a lot of these little mini goals will help you strive for that larger goal. And, for me personally, I have a lot of mini goals. One of them is to drink 128 ounces of water a day. I don't always get to that goal, but I strive for it. That's kind of like a medium goal. So like a mini goal is every morning when every morning when I wake up, I try to read at least one chapter of Proverbs every morning. And the reason being is there's 31 days in the calendar months, most months, and there's 31 chapters in Proverbs. So whatever the corresponding day is, that's the chapter I read in Proverbs. And that's kind of like my mini goal. So once I've accomplished that, that kind of gets me in the mood, gets me going to move forward and accomplish other goals for the day. And so as you start to accomplish goals, you'll realize that some goals don't always get accomplished. And that's where it leads me into my last step, is you have to get comfortable with the F word. And I don't mean the F word. I mean the F word as failure. You're gonna fail. It's just part of life. But then there's a lot of people out there. The 8% of people that succeed in life do something that the other 92% don't. They move on. They get up. They dust themselves off from that failure, and they keep striving for their goals. I think I was reading somewhere there's a statistic that 60% of people who start a goal quit within the first month. That's astounding. 60% of people. So out of 100 people that make a goal, 60 of them are going to stop within the first month. Then they say another 25% are going to quit within the next month. That's 85% of people. So if you think about it, if you're 1 in 100 of a group, only 15 of those people are going to actually strive for those goals. So are you going to be one of those 15 people, or are you going to be one of the 85 people that decide, you know what, it was too tough for me, that's not really what I wanted, I'm going to move on. And you know what? Sometimes being part of that 85% and realizing that that's not what you wanted, that's okay. That's failure. But you can move on and go towards something else that you want to accomplish. So with these types of changes that you can do to your mindset, they can help you to strive for some of the things that you're wanting to achieve in life. Now, I'm not telling you to go out and do these things, obviously, but I'm here to try to motivate people if they are looking for something to where they just can't figure it out. What do I need to change in my life? And sometimes all it is a mindset. And that's relatively cheap to change. You know, you don't have to go out and buy a course on how to change your mindset or how to learn a new skill to go get that job. No, sometimes it just starts here. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hope you got something out of it. If you did, subscribe to the channel for some more videos that are coming out. If you think that somebody else needs to hear this, share the video, give it a thumbs up, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Hope you have a wonderful day, and God bless.